Okay, so today we're going to be doing a reading of my book here, Kids on a Case of 10 Grand Kidnapping. It's part of the entertainment series I'm doing for people who are stuck in self-isolation during this COVID time. This here will be chapter 6, and it's called The Note. My son will be reading it here for you.
Well, I turned around to see her walking up the steps in a long, pale pink nightgown. Honey, you get to bed now, she said, talking to my little brother. I'll just go to bed now, too. What? I said, starting to turn forwards to my bedroom. No, young man, you stay right where you are. Dad turned and walked downstairs to their bedroom and went to my bed. Mom was standing there glaring at me with her arms crossed. Before she could say anything, I started to protest. Is that the word?
Yep.
Mom, you don't understand. No, you don't understand, she interrupted. I was worried sick about you. You don't ever do that again. In fact, you're grounded, no television, no computer, no going outside. But Mom, I need to go outside. The case. I bit my lip as I realized my mistake. What case? She demanded sternly. And I just stood there looking away. She said, you're getting involved in the kidnapping case, are you? I still didn't say anything, but just looked at my feet and shuffled nervously. Ty, you were going to get in trouble with the police yet, she scolded, shaking her finger at me. I looked at her
Pleadingly.
hoping she would let me keep on the case. Don't give me that look. Off to your room, she said, getting up a little bit letting
up a little bit on her anger.
I heard my little brother laugh from his room, looking through the crack between his mostly closed door in the wall. Rodney was little brother.
Yeah, it was supposed to be my little brother.
He was 5 years old, and he was a real twerp. You want to be grounded too? No! He shouted as he slammed the door shut, obviously worried. Looking down at my bowl of ice cream, I was disappointed that it mostly melted. I shrugged my shouldered.
Shrugged my shoulders.
Why is it J shoulder?
Yeah, spelling mistake.
And I took a spoonful. My mom noticed and said again, Ty, where'd you get the chocolate syrup? I turned around and smiled. From the cupboard. You rascal, you hid it, didn't you? Sorry, I replied innocently. When I woke up, I went downstairs where my mom was making scrambled eggs. They smelled fantastic. There's nothing like the aroma of breakfast. Being fried has always perked me up in the morning. Oh, you're up. Your father's gone off to work. I looked at my watch. 10:15, not late. Looking at my brother, I saw that he was playing tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe? What's tic-tac-toe? Oh, yeah. With himself and laughing as he beat himself. "Hi, Rodney," I groaned. He retarded.
Hey, retard.
What does retard mean?
Just an insult.
Retard. He snapped, chuckling. I grabbed his game board, laughing as the chips went flying. I then placed the board back on the table. My mom tried not to laugh, very
Successfully.
Rodney went and picked up the pieces, and then he looked up into my eyes. I thought I saw a tear. Suddenly felt sorry for the little twerp. I picked him up and gave him a hug. "Sorry, Rodney. I'll play you a game." Running from me and Mom, he cheered triumphantly. "Yay! Mom, you hear that?" After letting him win 3 times, I noticed Rodney was feeling much better. He began chanting his name loudly. Mom finally had the eggs ready.
And rescued me.
Where is it?
This paragraph here.
Finally had the eggs right and rescued me. "Rodney, that's enough. You're going to
deafen.
That's supposed to be defeat."
No, deafen.
What does that mean?
It means you're going to take away our hearing.
So, she scolded and put all eggs on the table. Rodney quickly stuffed his game into a bag and began to cram his eggs into his mouth. "Rodney, eat properly," my mom scolded again. When I had finished my food, I put the plate on the counter and I walked to the door. I opened it halfway and I heard my mom's voice. "So you stopped and closed it again. And where do you think you're going?" "To hang out with the gang," I said, hoping she would let me go, but knowing that she wouldn't. "You're grounded, remember? Or have you forgotten already?" she said sarcastically. But I started. "No buts," she interrupted. "Up to your room." I went up to my room, grumbling all the way. Sitting on my bed, I looked out the window. "Man, I hope all this is gone."
And now all hope is gone, I thought in despair.
I heard the sound of laughing in the street as I was suddenly wide awake. I looked at my clock. 1 in the afternoon. Already I can't believe I fell asleep at a time like this. Then I remembered what had awakened me. It was the sound of Kurt and Corey laughing outside. Quickly, I whipped open my window and I was about to shout when my walkie-talkie blared. "Come in, dead man. Come in, dead man." Is his name Dead Man?
No, they're making fun of the fact that he fell.
Running all over my bedside table, I grabbed the walkie-talkie. Maybe all hope is lost. Dead man here. Dead man here. Why haven't we seen you on the way to the mission plate yet? Sorry, truck. The plane is grounded. Truck?
Truck. Yeah, it's backwards for Kurt.
I grumbled. Truck had been our code name for Kurt. It was,
For as long as I could remember.
"Oh, Flapper, what for?" Kurt shouted, stomping his foot. Mom went kind of off the wall, beginning at me
At my being hurt.
and where I got hurt. Cold red. Again. How will we get you out of there? I thought for a minute. Then I had an idea. I've got to walk off the door, and when Mom answers, offer her that bag, the Michelin.
A treat, candy there.
What?
It's a type of treat that they're eating.
You're eating those? Those are her favorite candies. But these are really good candies. Come on, truck. Take one for Kim.
Stop moving the book.
Sure, Kurt replied. And I didn't like the way he said it. Over and out, I said, shutting off my walkie-talkie. Well, Kurt and Corey looked up into my bedroom, into my window, and gave me the thumbs up. And I disappeared around the corner and walked to my door. I heard a knock. Then my mom answered the door. "Hey, guys." "Hi, Mrs. Bowen." I heard them both say at the same time. "Sorry, guys. Ty can't come out right now. He's grounded." "It's Mrs. Bowen." But Mrs. Bowen, they both pleaded.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys. If you let Tyler come out now, he'll take being grounded for a week," Kurt pleaded. I could almost hear the wheels turning on her mind. "Deal, but you boys had better keep him out of trouble, or he'll be in there for 2 weeks." "Oh, for sure, we'll keep him out of trouble," Corey promised. "Why, those little pigs, I'll get them for that." I heard footsteps running up the stairs. My door opened and I pushed my anger aside. I'm getting up from my bed. I said, "Good job, guys. But you'll pay for that trick. You guys got me in a week's torture, but at last, I'm back on the case. Sorry about that. I don't think she would have taken the candy. Besides, take one for Kim," Kurt said, quoting me. At least Corey broke in. "You're with us again." "Yeah. Now we'd better get a move on," I said, grabbing my stuff. We quickly ran downstairs, and then I remembered something. "Wait, guys," I said, running back upstairs. I grabbed the note I found in the cellar of the last place and ran quickly back downstairs. Mom stood in my way and made me promise that instead of rushing into anything, I would call the police if anything got too serious. Quickly promising, I slipped past her and ran to the door. Corey whipped open the door and shouted anxiously, "Come on, Tyler, we're going to be late." "Late?" I asked, crying through the door. As he ran down the street, Corey panted, We have to be at the I'm meeting in 15 minutes. Then we're gonna be late, I chuckled. When we got to the main spot, 20 minutes later, I looked at my watch. 1:26, we made it pretty good time. On the mountainside was steep, and there were rocks spread out everywhere. Ash and evergreen trees dotted the mountain. Ash?
Yeah, it's a tree.
The smell of the trees swinging us as we walked up to the gang. George was sitting on a stump,
Reclining.
against a white ash tree. When he saw me, he said, "Man, are you turning into a woman? What took you so long?" At the instance of girls who are miffing, he took back the part about my turning into a woman. We got the meeting started. "Okay, guys and gals, look what I found in the cellar," I said, pulling a crinkled note out of my pocket. "What's that?" Laverne asked, staring at me intently. The piece of paper crinkled noisily, and I opened it and read, Whoever is to find this letter, please help me. I've been kidnapped. There are 4 kidnappers. One named Pearsall, one named Clay or Sparrow. I've heard both use the other man, and hasn't got a name. The only lady is named Jane. We kept talking about that guy. They keep talking about that guy named Scar as their leader, but he is not here. If you discover this note, then you will know that I've been kept in a cellar for some sort. They keep talking about taking me to some cabin on Mount Raymore. Kim Mockton. I looked around at everyone. Then
They were all staring at me.
when all you would search around Mount Raymore next. I think we all know what this means. They left before the police got there. And the police must have not discovered the cellar. We have information they do not, Laverne stated, breaking in the silence. I don't get how she got hold of a paper and pen, Dave said sullenly. Me neither, Ching agreed. That's not important. The fact is that she did. She still needs our help, Laverne replied. She's right. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that we now know that they are somewhere on Mount Raymore. Mary chipped in, stepping closer into the group. I chuckled across my arms. Mount Raymore is a small mountain, but it would still be awfully hard to find one cabin. They looked at me as if
to say. So now what do we do? So what do we do now?
It was a good question and I had no answer. For now, ideas were coming to mind. It was Kurt who spoke next. Trying to find that cabin will be trying to find one flea in the forest. But I really must find it.